Morning, guys. Day 3 of the 40 and 4 on Pinot Trail this morning. Give you guys a view of the mountains. Yeah, there's no view of the mountains today. Completely socked in. It's been raining on and off all night. It was definitely worse at my house this morning. Now it's just kind of a mist. Bringing some gear with me for the rain. Got my Snow Peak ultralight umbrella. It's not really meant for anything other than just keeping the wet off. If there's any kind of breeze or anything, that umbrella doesn't really last very long. Brought my Frog Togs rain gear. Haven't used that before, so maybe today. Alright, I will catch you guys up towards the middle of the trail. Hoping it's not too muddy. Hoping everybody is having a great morning. This is one of my favorite trees on the trail. It's really cool looking. So it is socked in and very foggy today. Trigger warning for people who don't like the word moist. It's moist up here today. Not really raining. I wouldn't even call it a drizzle. It's just unusually humid for New Mexico. Not gonna lie, it's a little spooky. There is no views whatsoever. The mountains would be right there. Can't see shit. Few people on the trail today. Nobody's going up to the top except for this lady, which also has me a little freaked out. I don't know. For some reason, whenever I see like scenes like this in a movie, I always think of zombies, like all of a sudden just kind of like coming out of the woods. Of course I would. I'm prepared, though. I'm prepared. Got my trekking poles. I can impale with those. We're good. Yeah, it's a weird kind of day. Ominous kind of day. Sorry, that rock down there looked like it had petroglyphs on it. I can't quite tell. Maybe. Huh. That would be really weird to have petroglyphs up here, but I would imagine. So the reason why that tree is my favorite, the bent tree back there, is because I heard a tale, and I can't remember where I heard it from, that trees that are bent like that are from indigenous people. When they would mark a trail, they would take saplings and bend them, and that was their way of marking a trail. I don't know if that's true or not, but it always makes me happy when I see a tree bent like that, because I enjoy history and archaeology and all that old stuff. Makes me happy. So there's a couple of trees like that on this trail, and I would imagine that there was definitely some kind of path over these mountains for indigenous people to get over. This is kind of the halfway point. be heading up to the water sources after this. I can't get over how it's so weird because New Mexico never has fog. We just don't get fog here. So this is a treat in a way, but also very disconcerting. Especially since I'm the only, I'm not going to call myself an idiot, but since I'm the only one who's adventurous enough to hike this trail in this kind of weather. Kind of sprinkling now a little bit. It's hot, definitely humid. This is going to be fun. I'm excited. All right. I will catch you guys up at the top unless something exciting happens. It is so quiet. I keep hearing something coming up behind me. I can't quite figure out what it is. It's very sporadic. Getting very close to the top now. Got a couple switchbacks left to do. It's amazing how different everything looks with the fog up here. You get a better idea of the different colors and the different trees. It just kind of changes your perspective. I didn't realize that there had been a fire up here at some point. A lot of the down trees, when they're wet, you can see how charred they were. You can't really tell when they're dry. My friends in Georgia are probably laughing at me. They're like, yeah, fog, whatever, Tamara. I'm like, yeah, you don't understand. I haven't seen this in like 7 years. It's unusual, especially to have it this thick. Usually by this time of the day, if there is anything, it's well gone. All right, here at the top, as you can see, not a view to be had. completely socked in. I don't really mind. It's kind of nice up here today. It's wet. It's a little chilly, but it's not bad. I keep hearing an animal somewhere back there. Not sure. Vienna sausages are still here. And I keep dropping everything. I just had to retrieve my trekking poles from down this little, I don't know what you would call that. It's not a cliff face. If you go down far enough it is, but it's more of a little embankment. I went to set them down and they both slid directly down the hill, which is so much fun. But I've been dropping stuff on this trail all day. I'm tired. I've officially done 30 miles now in 3 days with an elevation every day of over 2,500 feet, which is awesome. These rocks are like really sketchy to walk on in this particular area, so sorry, bear with me. This is the end of Pinon Trail. Sorry, I keep saying Pinon Trail. It is not Pinon Trail, it is Pinot Trail, like Pinot Grigio. If you, let's see if I can get this sign in. If you go that direction, the trail down that way is Cienega. Scratch that, start again. The trail down that way is Cienega Trail, and then that direction is the South Crest Trail, and then this direction, we're going to walk that direction for a little bit, is the North Crest Trail. So this is where all those trails intersect. Sorry, I'm like super goofy and tired and just trying to get through the day. Here's the hat. Oh, there it is. It's a Cabela's hat. If it's yours, it's up here. Still, it's day 3. And then it's been really quiet up here today. There's been more people than I expected. I'm gonna try to flip this around so you guys can see. So when you're going up to, this is still Pinot Trail, but when you're going up to the North Crest Trail, which ends at Sandia Peak, it's worse than this. It's just complete bushwhacking the entire way until you get closer to the mountaintop. I don't really feel like doing that ever, so I'm gonna kind of wait until some of the vegetation dies off and then do that. It's just another, I don't know, everybody tells me 2 miles up, but I always hear 2 miles and then it's like 7. So, and I've gotten myself stuck on La Luz Trail coming back, which was supposed to be 2.5 miles, and that one ended up being 7. So that was an adventure in the middle of the desert with no shade and no water. So won't be doing that again anytime soon. So once you get down a little bit from the top of Pinot Trail, it opens up to kind of a nice path for 3 switchbacks. It's approximately, I don't know, half a mile of pretty easy trail. And then you have to start bushwhacking again for about another mile. That's why I don't really film when I get to this portion when I'm walking, because it's kind of difficult to get through some of this stuff. Only thing I've really heard today is a lot of birds. thought I heard the bear earlier, but I'm not sure. There was another lady coming up behind me and she was like, something's down there. I was like, yeah, just keep walking. I've developed I had a really bad bout of plantar fasciitis last year and I feel like it's coming back. So I'm going to have to do some therapy on it when I get home because I still got one more day. Feeling pretty good though. I'm really glad that I decided to try this. I don't know. The elevation gain can be pretty difficult in such a short distance on this trail, so we're getting there though. Alright, I would love to say I'll catch up with you guys in a minute, but it may be tomorrow. Everybody enjoy your day. And I'm going to finish enjoying mine. It's a cool tree branch. Got off the mountain, the wind was blowing and it blew all the fog right out of the area. Super cool. It's a pretty day. I love it when we have these kind of clouds in Albuquerque. We don't get them very often. It's usually just blue sky all the time, which I'm not griping about, but when you get the clouds, you can get the contrast between the blue and the white. It's really pretty. Hike took me longer today. I wasn't pushing myself. Wanted to take it kind of easy. I'm assuming tomorrow I'm going to take it easy too. I added about 2 hours onto it, but I took a lot of rest spots to just kind of take in the scenery because we don't get fog very often. It's kind of nice. Ran into one of the trail runners that run this trail super often. I can't even, she's amazing. She had her daughter with her, which was even more amazing because I think those ladies are probably running 20 plus miles a day at really high elevation. She was telling me about a trail here in Albuquerque that I'm a little upset that I did not know about, seeing as how I've lived here this long. So everybody always talks about La Luz Trail. I think I've mentioned in the past that I hate hiking La Luz Trail. The lower part of the trail is just not fun. It's ugly. There's no shade. When you get to the top portion of the trail, it's super beautiful. The views are forever astonishing, breathtaking. Just like that's what the hike is about, is getting to that point. But getting up there is just ugh. Well, evidently there is a trail called Old La Luz Trail that they run frequently, and evidently that trail is super beautiful the entire way up, and it's not as miserable as the other La Luz Trail. The problem I have with the other La Luz Trail is the switchbacks are all boulder fields, and there's significant amount of them, and they're very difficult to get across. Miserable to get across, to be honest with you. It's one of the reasons why when I took La Luz Trail last time, I did not hike back down. I took the tram down because I just didn't want to walk across them again. It's an ankle twister, and you're far enough up and in the middle of the trail that if you twist an ankle, nobody's coming to get you anytime soon. So it would be very difficult for them to pull you out of that area. So I just don't want to ever chance it. I just don't do it. So I'll be looking for Old La Luz Trail on my All Trails map. If I can't find it on there, I may look on Gia and see if I can pull it up on Gia and get a better idea of how to get up there. She said it should be fairly easy to find on All Trails if you just look at the original La Luz map. So yeah, that was the hike today. Mountains are back. It's amazing how they just kind of disappeared for a good portion of the day. We will see you guys tomorrow. Hope everybody is having a great day.